And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting group for San Francisco. We've got George. Chamberlain is out there with Barnes. Then it's Ellis, and it's Alvarado in at the point. And for the Suns, Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then it's Conley. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Booker in at the 2 guard. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Now, here is Chamberlain. They double team Chamberlain. Conley grabs the miss. Here's Booker. Richards with it. Barnes on him. Kept alive. Launches it. Here's George. That one's in. His first shot this game.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Ellis. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Chamberlain down low. Defended by Richards. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Durant against Barnes. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
That free throw good from Durant. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And that one's good by Chamberlain.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size. Just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
Now here's Booker against New Orleans, who is really on his game.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ellis outside. Chamberlain with a screen on Beal. Here's Ellis. The rebound by Richards.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Outside Conley. Good ball movement here by the Suns. A nice shot by Booker.
And brilliant play from Booker. Got it away in time before the defense could close.
Ellis outside. Chamberlain down low. Defended by Richards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Free throw good from Chamberlain.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
Chamberlain hits them both. Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Outside Durant. The Warriors pull it in. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now here's Ellis. After the miss from KD. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Chamberlain. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Chamberlain got 8 points. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is what puts KD in elite company. He's so good at catch and shoot.
On the wing, George. Barnes sets a screen for George from the high post. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Durant, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Excellent concentration from Barnes. I mean, when he's penetrating inside, he's determined to beat everybody to the cup.
Here's Booker. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here is Chamberlain. 43 points out last game. Here's George. Plays it up and banks it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And here we go. San Francisco, fast break. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
Outside, Beal. And it's Richards, top of the key. They set the pick. KD passes to Richards. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Well, you've got great confidence as a coaching staff when the ball's in Durant's hands. And you can see why. He knows how to make good decisions out there just like that.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Here's Booker. San Francisco making their last shot. KD looking around. And Phoenix with another turnover here. Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. Devin Booker, 3rd.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
Now here's Ellis. Still scoreless. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Back to Ellis. Here's George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. So San Francisco going with almost an entire new group here. Laravia's checked in. Klay Thompson comes in for George. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Ellis. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jose Alvarado. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the shot goes in. Chamberlain got 14 points for the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Booker. He's got 5. Pass to Durant. There's the 3. Will Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Laravia. Guarded by KD. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The 3 sinks the three-pointer. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Here's KD. After the made shot from Klay Thompson. Trying to end the drought. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Now here's Ball. Nothing on the board.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Allen's checked in for Beal.
To the lineup for your side.
Allen finds Jones. Pass to Booker. Chamberlain with the block. They recover it. Durant with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. KD's got 9.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now, here's Ball. San Francisco passing it around. Here's Chamberlain. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
That one goes in.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Now, here's Ball. Hasn't made one yet.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Chamberlain down low. Defended by Richards. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Nurkic, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Will Chamberlain picks one up. The Suns shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for 2, Allen.
That free throw good from Allen. San Francisco making a switch here. Adams checked in. And Allen drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
1:31 left in the first quarter of the game. Thompson for 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Caldwell Pope. This is to Adams. A moment now to check out some numbers for Paul George.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Suns trail by 13. Beal taking his time here. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Allen defending. Out to the right wing. Moravia passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Adams from deep. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 13-point game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Ball with the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Beal puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And it's San Francisco enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about San Francisco so far in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court right now for San Francisco, They've got Steven Adams all out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's LaRavia in at the 4-man position. And here is Ball after Tyus Jones getting his shot to go from deep. Jones against Ball. 5 to shoot. Doesn't go for him. Dunn with some nice D. Suns trail by 9. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Timeout called the Warriors. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Now here's Jones. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here's Nurkic. The Warriors pull it in. They've led by as many as 14 points. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Well, it's a must to avoid fouling Ball. I mean, he's excellent at taking it to the defense and drawing the contact.
He misses the free throw. And Phoenix making a change here. Conley's checked in. And the second free throw, good. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Nurkic has got 5.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Healed outside. Pass to Mobo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And here's the schedule for San Francisco, what it looks like. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And then on Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
Take a break. And that game against the Spurs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Free throw, good. Allen. Chamberlain's checked in for San Francisco. And Allen drops them both. San Francisco leading by 6. Now Ball. Outside, George. Back to Ball. Pass to Hield. Over Allen. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hield's got his first bucket of the night. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Conley against Ball. His 3-pointers off the mark. For San Francisco, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Offensive rebound. They kick out to Hield. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hield's got 5 points so far.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. The Suns 5th.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Phoenix with the ball. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Conley kicks to Dunn. Chamberlain against Nurkic. Pass to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. And the Suns get it back. Suns moving the ball around. Nurkic setting the pick for Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Booker. Paul George making his last shot. That doesn't go either for Beal.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Booker. Following the basket made by Will Chamberlain. Nurkic. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Here's Ball. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Dunn. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
It's obvious Bill is a bona fide scorer, but he's no ball hog. I mean, he's willing to set other people up, too.
Ball feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Hield. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. A shot off that time. Suns trail by 10. Booker in the corner. Back to Dunn. From the arc. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Count that one. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Booker against Ellis. Booker the pass to Durant. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Chamberlain with a screen on Allen. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. George has got 10 points in the game.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on. Here's
Nurkic. at the elbow, Conley kicks it out to Allen. Nurkic setting the pick for Allen. Outside, KD. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chamberlain got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Mobo. Scoreless thus far. Conley against George. George double team for 3. Ellis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Conley. Allen, a screen on Ball. Conley kicks to Nurkic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Right side, George. It's stolen by Allen. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop. And Booker throws it down.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Here's Chamberlain. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Suns trail by 16. Outside Durant. Booker looking around. Nurkic a screen on Ellis. Clock at 6. Shots good by Booker.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Here's Ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Fades. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 16. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now here's Durant. He picked up 33 points in their last one against New Orleans.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And here's George. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Chamberlain with a screen on Allen. George passes to Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll. Actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
And Phoenix has possession. San Francisco making their last shot. Nurkic setting the pick for Booker. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Right side, Ball. From down in the low post, it goes. Ball's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Nurkic setting the pick for Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
The shot by George, no good. Suns trail by 19. Pass to Conley. Now, here's Nurkic. The 8-footer. Warriors with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. It's George on the wing. Allen defending. George passes to Chamberlain. 16 feet away. Oh, he nails lays it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And it's San Francisco sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court in pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through two quarters and a big deficit for the Phoenix Suns.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game.
And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates transition offense. I'm telling you, that's where you get the easy looks.
And next up, we have the award winners, our players of the month in the East and the West. For the West, Luka Doncic.
No stranger getting recognized. Doncic stuffs the stat sheet pretty much every night. Controls the pace of the game. Superstar.
Would you say he's a little bit like Magic?
Let's not get crazy, Ernie.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
We've got Conley. Durant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now Alvarado. After Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. George passes to Chamberlain. Shoots over Richards. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 21. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Buries it from three-point range.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Pass to Chamberlain. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
There's a good screen to the inside. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Defensively there, you play Booker to shoot, but he's also a willing passer.
George against Beal. The shot by George, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lets the three fly. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Durant. Beal's got 6.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Now Ellis, after the missed 3 from KD. And it's sent back by KD.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you, with that rejection.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Alvarado with it. He has yet to score. Here's Chamberlain. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
No good on the free throw.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
And he's good on the second. Warriors leading by 16. Now Alvarado. Pass to Chamberlain. Ellis outside. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Conley with the screen on Ellis. Near the three-point line, it's Booker, and the Suns miss again. San Francisco has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Alvarado. Outside for George. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. George has got 15.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Ellis. Outside, George. Out left to the wing. Alvarado finds Ellis. Chamberlain with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here. George. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Ellis against Booker. Here's Beal. That one, no good. Excellent D there from George.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Barnes. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
San Francisco making a switch here. Both free throws good from Ellis. And it's Conley with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Outside Durant. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And so Durant nails them both.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Now here's Adams. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 21. Here's Durant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Ellis with a screen on Conley. Goes up from the top of the key. That one goes. Count it. Kolek has got his first 2 points of the night.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Booker against Ellis. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 19 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Barnes, screen on Conley. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside, Beal. Pass to Richards. Stolen by Thompson. And stolen by Booker. Goes back up. And that one's good. Richards got 8 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Now Barnes puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, when you lay off of Harrison Barnes, he's going to go right up on the catch.
Here's Conley. Pass to Richards. Adams, some nice D. Warriors leading by 19 points. Ellis outside. Barnes outside. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And it's Durant missing. San Francisco shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Mike Conley. San Francisco also changing it up. LaRavia's checked in, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Ellis. Here's Richards. Adams defending. And here's Jones. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Shot clock at 3. And a deep 3 from Beal. And the Suns miss again. Warriors leading by 21. And that one's good. LaRavia.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Kolek. Out to Thompson. Shoots the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Count it. Good. That's 10 points for Bradley Beal.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Here's Kolek. Thompson outside. Takes a 3. The rebound by KD.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
The Warriors pull it in.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell-Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Outside, Beal. Booker against Caldwell Pope. And Booker kicks to Jones. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Beal against Thompson. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's KD. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Kolek. 6 to shoot.
Now we get a chance to check out Kevin Durant. Just an incredible month of basketball. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. First free throw is good. So for the Suns, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Nick Richards. And it's done in for Durant. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for San Francisco. Hield comes in for Klay Thompson. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Phoenix has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. And done with the slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 5 points in the game. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 20. Dunn passes to Booker. Open jump shot off the mark. Here's LaRavia. Overdone. And that one's good. LaRavia.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And it's San Francisco cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for San Francisco, you've got Caldwell Pope. Hield is out there with Chamberlain. And it's LaRavia in at the 4 slot.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Now here's Conley. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Hield with a screen on Conley. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Kolek. Down low. Hield with the bucket.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
And Booker kicks to Conley. Launches a three. And it's San Francisco with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over to the wing. Pass to Chamberlain. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Nurkic. The shot by Chamberlain, no good.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. It's going to be Booker shooting. That one on Caldwell Pope. Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
Suns trail by 21. Allen outside. Conley sets a screen for Allen. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Kolek. Hield the pass to LaRavia. San Francisco again missing. Booker against Caldwell Pope. Booker outside. Here's Dunn. Misses the three.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to Chamberlain. And here is Hield. Here's Kolek. Back to Hield. Caldwell Pope pass to Chamberlain. From about 16, 2 points. That one goes. Chamberlain got 41.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And Booker kicks to Conley. Pass to Dunn. Booker outside. Dunn with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Booker. Gets the front of the rim and out. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Kolek. They kick out to Hield. Here's Kolek. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Nurkic. Kevin Durant comes in for Dunn. And Beal subbed in for Allen. Now, here is Chamberlain. Alvarado passes to George. Chamberlain down low. Defended by Richards.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Here's Conley. The Warriors making the shot. Richards finds Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. For San Francisco, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Chamberlain. Phoenix grabs the miss. Beal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
KD is so good at drawing contact, really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the Suns making a change here. Allen's checked in. Chamberlain hits them both.
Tell you what, when you start locking it down at the line, usually good things tend to happen.
George against Beal. They set the pick to the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And selfless play by Beal, using that pick and roll action to create for a teammate.
It's good.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. It's Durant on the wing. Yep, that one goes. KD's got 4 this quarter.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
Now, here's George. Shoots over Beal. The shot by George, no good. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV, so there have been a lot over the years.
Now here's Jones, following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
That free throw missing.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Conley now comes in for Tyus Jones, and he sinks the second. Here's Alvarado. Pass to George. Back to Alvarado. Inside. Got a piece of it. Beal against George. Durant with it. To the middle. Here's Richards. No good that time. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Over in the corner, Barnes.
Come get it. Come get it. Pick up it. Pick up it.
Pass to Alvarado. San Francisco passing it around. Here's Chamberlain. Got it. Good job in the low post. Chamberlain got 47 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now here's Conley. Beal from long range. Chamberlain with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's good. Booker's got 16 here in the second half.
Those long arms of Durant helping on the break there. KD still got it all started there.
Alvarado passes to Chamberlain. Tipped away. Suns trail by 19. And Durant launches from deep. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Pass to Alvarado. George with no one around. And the Warriors miss again. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Richards, Chamberlain with the block. San Francisco leading by 19 points. Alvarado finds George. Over KD. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Booker. Chamberlain with the rebound. San Francisco has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's George, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Now Alvarado. Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Francisco.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Richards. Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jones. And the Suns miss again.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Alvarado. And Jones pulls it down. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.